Today, we will learn how to transfer files from Rhino to Twinmotion. Twinmotion is a very powerful rendering program based on Unreal Engine. You can download it from twinmotion.com. Okay, let's get to it. So first, you open up the file that is in the Rhino file that is in the description section. And this is space. So this is a coffee shop like space. Has front window, the bar counter with a bunch of cups and coffee beans, and then lounge space in the back. So this is the simple file. So first, you need to see if the objects have materials that are assigned by by dragging to the individual object. So what you need to do is first select everything, and then go to properties of material, and then make sure that you use layer material for this. So whatever is a layer that is assigned to this is going to receive material is going to be on the layer. Okay, so if sometimes you apply a material onto the layer, and then if it's not reflecting, make sure to go to properties and then materials, and then change it to use layer material. Okay, and also sometimes you have a situation where your display color is not changing. So if you get into that, you can go into the object properties and then display color by layer. Okay, so that is that. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to import the materials file. So materials file, you can go and import. And then material file is going to be located in the same folder as the download folder. But in this case, I'm going to download from material template. Okay, so now the way this material template file is going to work is that you have imported these materials. So in here we have concrete wall, exterior wall, plastic shiny gray, and things like that. And then one thing that you need to be careful is that this little square is display color. So whatever the display color that you have, on the shaded mode, it's going to display. But this circle next to it is what makes material. So in this case, it says concrete, and then the name is concrete, type is plaster. It doesn't really matter. But what really matters is that each layer has its own unique material, so that when you actually import it to Twinmotion, everything is going to look different. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start assigning materials to it. So first, I am going to take this chair and take these chairs, and then I would like to get them to plastic gray matte. So you can right click and then change object layer. Okay, so that is that. And then I guess I would like this chair to be in that layer also. So I'm just going to select the whole chair and then plastic gray matte. So you will keep doing this until you get your thing. So in the case of the wall, you want the exterior wall and the interior wall to be different color. So what you need to do is to explode the wall, okay, and then select only the interior wall, and then move it to wall interior. Okay, but in this case, we don't have the material for wall exterior. So if that happens, all you need to do is go ahead and click new layer, and then say wall exterior, and then select all of these faces, and then drag to it. So in this case, I will change the exterior wall color to something different, something that is unique, by sliding on the color slider, and then change, also create new material. So we can just say wall exterior, and then apply some kind of color to it. And it doesn't matter what you know, what kind of specific material that is. And so we can just change object layer of this exterior wall. I think some faces you probably have to take deeper dive into it, but these edges we will apply as wall exterior. Okay, and this flooring too. So in this case, we have this flooring that is same as exterior concrete. So what you need to do is explode and then take the top layer, and then this one is going to go to wood flooring, change object layer, and then rest of the bottom concrete is going to go to concrete layer. So you keep doing this kind of stuff until you get it. So I am going to change these windows to metal black frame, and then I would like to create a unique counter material. So I can just say something like, here, create a new layer, counter, and then change to this layer, and then assign both object color and object material color. So counter, and so I think this one can also be a metal brass. So we can click create a new material, metal brass, and then assign yellowish material, and then yellowish material here too, and metal brass. So you keep doing that, and then this one should be on this layer. And here, maybe this one is going to be tile, tile bathroom. I'm just going to borrow tile bathroom here, and this one should be interior wall. So the easy way to know which one you have done and which one you haven't done, you can just hide the material layer. Okay, and then this is going to give you opportunity to just to see what you have not assigned. So these are the counters. So counters, and I could actually assign doors as a gray, plastic gray mat, and these should be the wood. So we can go into wood 3, and these are the counters. So I am going to assign counter layer, and so these are the LED lamp or the light that is the material that will light up. So I'm going to go and light here, and all of these black cable stuff we can just select, and all the cables, plastic black mat, and so you can come up with your own. Yeah, maybe I assigned the wrong material to that. This one could be black mat. I could just, for the time being, I'm just gonna do plastic white shiny for these objects, and then I would like a wood furniture B for this one, and then maybe this one is going to be also wood furniture. So it's important that everything has its own unique layers. So these are fabric cushions, so fabric gray, and then these are metals, metal aluminum, and then these are wood furniture, and then these are the aluminum metal, and then these are, I think we can just call them interior wall, interior wall, And on the ceiling, what we need to do is explode and then take this one as a interior wall. And then these guys, you can join them, yeah, as exterior wall. And then this one, I guess, is going to be the glass. And then you can apply like, metal, brass on this stuff. So by doing this, you can assign all of the materials into the space, and then I can just change it to rendered mode. And then these have all these materials. Okay, so this is good. So what we need to do is select everything and then go to File. Before you do that, make sure that you can run cell curve command, select curve, and hide all of the curves, and then just don't hide everything else that you don't need. Okay, so you can select this and then go to File and Export Selected, and then export as a FBX file. So call say 01, and then motion builder.fbx file. Okay, and I think default option is fine. Just say okay, and then polygon mesh options you can just select somewhere in the middle. So that is the part on Rhino, and then we will move to Twinmotion. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do is to run a Twinmotion, open the Twinmotion. And the first thing that you'll see is something like this. And the very first thing that you want to do when you open this is to find this settings key, settings button, and then find keyboard mouse navigation and find Rhino. So by doing this, you can just use the same navigation with Rhino, with scroll wheel, and then right drag to look around. Okay, so that is good. So the first thing that you're going to do is to click on the import button and open file and find your file. And then cafe 01. Okay. And then open. So inside of the options, what you need to do is collapse by material, fix UV's texture on up axis should be automatic, in conversion auto. So this is going to import your file. So it has imported my file, and you kind of have to find it. Easy way to find your object is on this right side, there is a triangle that you can open and close. So this is like outliner, so where you can find all of your pieces. So you can click on one of the layers and press F. So F is like ZSA in Rhino. Okay, so we are inside of the space. Okay, so yeah, that's nice. In case you're wondering, you can just change the speed of movement by clicking on this I mark right here, I mark, and then change speed, plane speed, drive speed, bicycle speed, walk speed. So if you press walk speed, then you will walk in a relatively slow speed. So now we are in this, and then in case you're wondering, you can press A key on your keyboard to shift to the right and left and right. S is back, D is right, W is forward. So this is you can do the same WASD key as well. So now we have this. So first thing that we are going to do is to start assigning materials. So you can close this, and then on the left side is where the materials are stored. So you can click on materials, and then click on metal, and then find brass, and then drag and drop to brass. And then I want wood floor, so I can drag and drop something like this. One thing that you need to do is sometimes is that your material can arrive really big, and then you need to change the size and things like that. So you can try the size by doing that. But also the mapping is pretty easy here, so you can change it to cubic UVs, and then you can just drag and drop it, and then that's going to give you nice things. And then I want to do some kind of stone for the countertop, so I can go into stones, and then find like nice slate counter is nice. Yeah. And also on the beams I can do some wood, so materials, wood, and then find something that is solid, not the solid wood, so you can do it as a wood beams. And for the chair, I would like to do something like plastic, and then find like just glossy plastic, and then change color. And then you can also do find tiles. So this part is very, very intuitive. So you can put some funky tiles and stuff. And then for the lighting materials, and then neon materials. This thing is really made for little children to understand, so it's super easy. And then you can find some kind of plastic material. Well, you can just go into the material area, and then I'm going to duplicate this plastic, and then assign it here, and maybe metal for the legs for the tables. So you can really explore this in a really cool way. So that is that. For these things, you can do I'm going to just again duplicate plastic, and then apply this material over here. Yeah, and that's kind of nice. Okay, so you can also find click on object, press F, and then fabric, and just do whatever you need to do. And so for example, if I decide that I want a big door window over here instead of having this wall, I can go back to Rhino. Okay, and then I am going to create a box, and then do and then I'm going to split the box with the exterior wall and then interior wall, and then split the wall with interior wall and then exterior wall. Okay, so now if you get rid of all of these, I think I should have kept split this with the interior wall. deleted something that I was not supposed to delete. So, with this box, split the exterior wall and interior wall, enter with the box. And then we will split the box with exterior wall and then interior wall. Enter. So now so you go back to Rhino and then create a box here, and then make it about 8 foot tall. Okay. So we are going to split the exterior wall and then also the interior wall with the box. Okay, and then you can just delete the box and then go ahead and then delete these boxes walls. And then this part is this part you need to create a loft. And then loft one by one. And then loft from here, here. Okay. And then these should be in the exterior wall layer. Wall exterior layer. Okay. And then I am going to select everything and then file, export selected, and then name as exactly the same name as the previous version of FBX, and it's saving as FBX, and replace it and say okay and say okay, and make sure to save your Rhino file here and there. Okay, so now this is saved, and it is also saving as Rhino. Save Rhino as well. So in this case, what we are going to have is go back to your import area and then move your mouse to the FBX and then click on this mark, the recycle button. And this is going to update your model to the current state. So this is how you do go back and forth between Rhino and Twinmotion. So it's going to take some time to process this data because it's a pretty heavy data. Okay. Okay, so now we have a nice opening to the terrace. That's super cool. So there is one thing happening here. So I did not So there is something going on this surface. So this wall, I did not join. So this is a single surface. So right now, somehow this space is hiding our thing. So what we need to do is to find this surface. Okay, so you can click on this object and then go to for exterior. So I guess this whole thing is the same surface. So what you need to do is to click on this eyedropper tool, material picker tool. Click on it, and then when you have this, go to settings, and then turn off two-sided. So you need to turn on two-sided. Okay. So if you do turn on two-sided, then it's going to show this as a wall. And yeah, for the rest of it, there are a bunch of cool things that you can do in here, and it's a very easy to figure out. So I'm just going to stop my recording here, my voice here, and but I'm going to spend a few minutes just adding some people and context and things like that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.